Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do another install video. We're going to go ahead and swap this out with a Santoro Fabworks crash bar. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get on this job, get things done. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take this off right here with a 5/32 Allen wrench. I'm going to keep these supports in place, but I bought a separate part to go ahead and support the supports for the fairing. So we'll go ahead and get those off. There's two on each side, right here, and then on the other side as well. I've loosened them up a little bit just for saving time on the video because it's kind of a tedious part of the job. Next step, we're going to go ahead and remove this bolt right here, and we're going to go ahead and use this 5/16. Next step is we're going to go ahead and take this off both sides with a T45. Alright, now that we've got everything freed up, all the bolts are off, now we gotta carefully get it off here without damaging anything. Kind of eyeball it, little test fit, see what it looks like. We'll go ahead and take a T30 and we're gonna pop these off because that's another connection point. The other connection point's down here where the other bar went. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on the smaller bolts right there on the front part of the frame. There was a little bit on the old ones, so this is the removable version of the blue Loctite. To put these two forward bolts on here, I went ahead and used the same T30. Alright, the next step is we're going to go ahead and replace the bolts onto the frame right here. And to do that, we're going to use a 7/32. And we'll go ahead and put a little bit of blue Loctite on there as well. I'm going to go ahead and just snug these up. I left them a little bit loose so I could get the ones down lowered, snugged up first. Alright, the last step here on this part for the crash bar itself is going to be installing the slider. You got the bolt, the slider itself, and I bought the extra little pop of color there. So we'll go ahead and put that on. First thing to do is just check to make sure that the paint's clear. None on the threads, so you don't have any problems. You'll need a 3/8 with an extension to get down in the slider. Okay, now that we've got the crash bar itself put on, I'm going to have to put this bar on here. I got it from a website called Dennis Kirk, K-I-R-K, Dennis Kirk. And this is basically going to help support the fairing. And that hole right there that you see is the bolt that I'm going to have to thread it through after sliding it back up in there where it was before. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to use this 5/16 socket And I'm going to slide this into it. And that's what I'm going to use to put that bolt back in. Just like that. Once you get that bar in the proper spot, then you're going to go ahead and have to put one of these in to keep it from flopping around while you get the one that goes in the front of it that secures it. Alright, full disclosure, I got that all put together and I couldn't get this part to crank all the way down on one side. Didn't know why. Thought I might have seized the bolt up, but that's not what happened. Actually what happened is one of these tiny little retaining pins right here on the end was not all the way down. It keeps this little cap on the bar. So if you happen to buy one of these from the Kirk website, Dennis Kirk website, just make sure that you tighten those down. So rather than be prideful and not mention it, I figured I'd mention it and save you the hassle of taking it back off. So let's get this thing put back on, and then I'll give you a walk around of it. All right. Okay, our connection points are right down here in the front. Down here on the frame in this area. And then to keep the fairing support system somewhat intact, I went ahead and installed the bar from Dennis Kirk by reconnecting right up here, and on the other side. Okay, well that's the install for the Santoro Fabworks crash bar. Another quality product from the guys out in California. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the videos, and hit that bell for notifications. And go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Take care. See you next time. Wear your helmet. Ride safe. Bye-bye.